Think you know forests? Think again. Hidden in these vast green kingdoms are mysteries that will shock you. Towering 5,000-year-old trees, invisible fungal networks that stretch for miles, and creatures so rare they've never been photographed. Some of these forests control the very air we breathe, while others hide lost cities swallowed by time. And right now, they're changing faster than scientists can track. We've tracked down Earth's 10 largest forests, and what happens inside them will change how you see nature forever. Be part of the adventure. Subscribe to Information Thin and explore the planet's mysteries with us. Starting with a forest that breathes so hard, it controls weather patterns across continents. Number 10. MINDO-NAMBILLO Forest, Ecuador. This 19,200-hectare cloud forest in Ecuador's Andean foothills represents one of Earth's most biodiverse ecosystems per square kilometre. The forest's unique topography creates a river of clouds phenomenon, where moist air condenses into permanent mist that sustains epiphyte communities. Botanists have documented over 4,000 plant species here, including 200+ orchid varieties, some growing nowhere else. The forest serves as critical habitat for endangered spectacled bears and 45 species of hummingbirds that pollinate specialized flowers. Recent conservation efforts focus on creating wildlife corridors to connect fragmented sections, as 12% of the original forest cover has been lost to agriculture since 1990. Local ecotourism initiatives now train former loggers as expert birdwatching guides, demonstrating sustainable economic alternatives. Number 9. DAINTREE Rainforest, Australia. As the world's oldest surviving tropical rainforest, dating back 180 million years, Queensland's Daintree offers a living window into ancient Gondwanan ecosystems. The forest's 1,200 square kilometres contain evolutionary relics like the idiot fruit tree, Idiospermum australiensis, considered a living fossil from when flowering plants first appeared. Researchers recently discovered microbial communities in canopy soils that may hold clues to antibiotic development. The forest's cassowary population serves as a crucial seed disperser for over 150 plant species, with their digestive systems uniquely adapted to process large rainforest fruits. Climate monitoring shows rising nighttime temperatures are altering the reproductive cycles of endemic frog species with potential cascading effects throughout the ecosystem. Number 8. SINHARAJA Forest, Sri Lanka. This compact but critically important 34 square mile rainforest contains Sri Lanka's last viable population of Asian elephants. The forest's unusually high endemism stems from its role as a Pleistocene refuge during glacial periods. Scientists track 60+ endangered purple-faced langurs that have developed distinct vocal dialects across different valleys. The forest's mycorrhizal networks demonstrate sophisticated nutrient sharing between trees, with some fungal connections spanning over 2 kilometers. Current threats include illegal gem mining at peripheral zones, where excavations have already damaged critical watershed functions. Restoration projects employ traditional Anawana techniques used by ancient Sinhalese kingdoms to accelerate canopy regeneration. Number 7. Kinabalu National Park, Malaysia. Mount Kinabalu's 754 square kilometre forest showcases one of Earth's most dramatic elevation gradients, transitioning from lowland dipterocarp to alpine meadows within 4 kilometres. The park's 5,000+ plant species include 1,000 orchids and the bizarre parasitic Rafflesia flowers, measuring 1 metre across. Researchers recently documented altitudinal migration among bird species, with 15% moving uphill at 11 metres per decade to track cooler temperatures. The forest's pitcher plants have evolved unique symbiotic relationships with mountain tree shrews that fertilize them while feeding on nectar. Climate models predict the park could lose 30% of its endemic species by 2070 if current warming trends continue. Number 6. Sundarbans, India, Bangladesh. The Sundarbans' 10,000 square kilometre mangrove network represents the largest tidal halophytic forest globally. Its 400 Bengal tigers have developed unique adaptations like drinking saline water and swimming between islands during high tides. The forest's intricate root systems reduce wave energy by 70%, preventing an estimated $6 billion in annual cyclone damage to inland areas. Researchers track increasing salinity intrusion from sea level rise, which has already caused 12 mangrove species to shift their ranges inland. Traditional honey collectors known as mawalis employ centuries-old techniques to harvest from wild bees while avoiding tigers, using face masks worn backward to confuse potential attackers. Number 5. Valdivian temperate rainforest, Chile shore, Argentina. Covering 248,100 square kilometers, this southern hemisphere forest contains the ancient Alurs trees, some dating back 3,622 years, making them the second oldest living organisms after bristlecone pines. The forest's 90-meter-tall emergent trees create a multi-layered canopy that supports 70-plus endemic bird species. Uniquely, 60% of its moisture comes from coastal fog captured by specialized leaf structures rather than direct rainfall. Recent conservation victories include Chile's 2022 protection of remaining Alurs stands, though illegal logging still claims about 1,000 ancient trees annually. Carbon studies show these forests store 1,000-plus tons of CO2 per hectare, among the highest densities of any terrestrial ecosystem. Number 4. Tongass National Forest, USA. Alaska's 68,000 square kilometer Tongass represents the largest intact temperate rainforest, containing 30% of the world's old-growth coastal rainforest. Its 800-year-old Sitka spruce trees support unique canopy soils that harbor endemic invertebrates. The forest's salmon-based nutrient cycle sees black bears transport an estimated 4,000 tons of marine-derived nitrogen into the forest annually. Recent policy changes reinstated roadless rule protections for 9.2 million acres after 2 decades of litigation. Climate studies show the forest is expanding northward at 100 meters per year as warming temperatures permit tree growth in former tundra zones. Number 3. Congo Rainforest, Central Africa. Spanning 1.8 million square kilometers across 6 nations, this forest contains the recently discovered Cuvette Centrale peatlands, the largest tropical peat complex storing 30 billion tons of carbon. Researchers have documented sophisticated tool use among Congo's chimpanzees, including 20-plus distinct tool types for foraging. The forest's pygmy ecosystems feature stunted trees adapted to low light conditions, some bearing fruits at ground level for forest elephant consumption. Satellite monitoring shows deforestation rates decreased by 18% since 2020 due to improved governance, though industrial logging still claims 500,000 hectares annually. The forest's 10,000 plant species include 3,000 with potential medicinal properties currently being studied. Number 2. Amazon Rainforest, South America. The Amazon's 5.5 million square kilometers influence global weather patterns through its flying rivers, atmospheric moisture flows that transport 20 billion tons of water daily. Recent studies using LiDAR technology revealed vast, ancient urban settlements beneath the canopy that may have housed millions of people. The forest's 16,000 tree species demonstrate remarkable chemical diversity, with 25% of modern pharmaceuticals derived from Amazonian plants. Indigenous territories here show 50% less deforestation than protected areas, demonstrating the effectiveness of traditional stewardship. However, southeastern portions now emit more CO2 than they absorb due to fires and degradation, with 17% of the original forest already lost.